Please subscribe.
It's been barely 10 years since Kia multiplied down on configuration, contracting TT-fashioner Peter Schreyer away from Audi and making him the organization's central plan official. While Kia has delivered a lot of appealing machines from that point forward, it's just in the previous couple of years that the brand's actual aspirations have surfaced. With Stinger, Kia presented a world-class sports vehicle that required a couple of admonitions when contrasted with far pricier metal from Germany. Presently, the brand is hoping to carry that equivalent kind of rehash to the three-push SUV game. It's the $31,690,2020 Kia Telluride, the organization's greatest vehicle ever. With no layout to work from or earlier vehicle to advance, the Telluride is absolutely new and strikingly great. Planned inside, there are such a significant number of insipid SUVs out and about today that I will in general commend anything unique, and keeping in mind that diverse isn't in every case great, the Telluride is. It carries a ton of freshness to a regularly exhausting Porsche without parading any hazardous, excessively eccentric styling signs. From the start, it just resembles a perfect, present-day SUV with solid, deliberate lines. A companion called it trucky, which I'd take as a compliment. From specific points it has somewhat of a Range Rover vibe going, however its plan is rarely subsidiary. The general taillights at the back are huge, however proportional, and keeping in mind that there's a lot of chrome to be found from front to back, the thing never looks affected. Alright. The enormous Telluride badging on both the nose and the back end is maybe excessive, and the inset, vertically stacked headlights demonstrate not exactly as everyone would prefer among those I've coolly surveyed. However, generally speaking, this is a machine that seems as though it should cost unquestionably more than that $31,690 beginning cost. That proceeds on the inside, where the perfect, splendid blend of visual materials makes a space with the quality of something undeniably increasingly premium, particularly given the 7 separate inside shading plans to look over. That is helped by the all-encompassing glass rooftop and the Napa cowhide trim on the SX Prestige Telluride. I tried some portion of a $2,000 bundle over the $41,490 SX. That likewise incorporates a top-notch main event that is very pleasant inclination. However, I should state it didn't take long for my hands to discover some determinedly less expensive materials. The wood trim on the run looks pleasant until you contact it, while the hard plastics on the entryway cards introduced some sharp, monstrous holes between boards. So the subtleties are missing, however the usefulness is there on the SX Prestige, including warmed and cooled seats in advance and even in the center column. Those center seats even have remote control collapsing controls in the back. Bring forth. The third line manages with a lot of simple lashes to drop them into the floor or raise them back up. Grown-ups will feel confined in the manner back, however really there's a functional measure of space for short excursions, and the split center seats make passage simple. Purchasers requiring seating for 8 can decide on a center seat rather. Middle line solace is incredible, while your normal NBA genius won't need for head nor shoulder room in both of the front seats. Infotainment obligations are taken care of by Kia's to some degree dated UVO framework that, while fundamental, in any event offers Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Lower trims offer a 8-inch show, while my analyzer had the redesigned, extra-wide 10.25-inch unit. Regardless of that size, Kia didn't attempt to stick all the apparatus usefulness on the touchscreen. The Telluride still offers a suite of physical controls for everything from temperature to drive modes. There's even an old-school PR&DL shifter flanked by a couple of burly snatch rails. Taking off all around, the Telluride looks great, excellent. It's now you may be stressed that the entire thing would self-destruct once put into movement. I'm extremely glad to report that is not the situation. The Telluride's drive satisfies its structure. All flavors get the equivalent 3.8-liter V6, free breathing without turbos to convey 291 strength and 262 pound-feet of torque. That puts it well in front of the 260 strength our long-haul Subaru Ascent puts down, additionally beating the 280 drive Honda Pilot. Increasing speed is very great and the 8-speed programmed rushes to draw in the correct gear tooth at the perfect time. In return for that presentation, my everything wheel drive SX is EPA evaluated appraised for 19 miles for each gallon in the city, 24 on the expressway and 21 consolidated. In my testing, a blend of expressway and byways, I scored 22. The front-wheel drive Telluride knocks every one of those figures by a couple of, offering 20 in the city, 26 on the thruway and 23 consolidated. So mileage isn't the Telluride solid suit, yet then few are purchasing 3-push SUVs for cheapness at the siphon. Considerably more significant is ride quality, and keeping in mind that the Telluride doesn't offer the casseting consistence of Honda's Pilot, it makes a praiseworthy showing of controlling its 4,354-pound check weight. The Telluride demonstrated delicate enough to calm my travelers snoozing on an all-inclusive interstate stretch, yet as yet captivating enough to be agreeable on some twistier streets. Design and rivalry as far as sheer ability and execution. You're really not surrendering a great deal on the off chance that you go with the base Telluride LX, which starts at $31,690. For that you get the equivalent 3.8-liter V6 and 5,000 towing limit as the rest, in addition to the family-accommodating, 8-seat design. Be that as it may, given the incentive here, I'd party hard and venture up to the first straight SX trim, similar to the model I tried. $41,490 gets you in the entryway, in addition to another $2,000 for AWD. I'd include $795 for the towing bundle with self-leveling back suspension, important to get the pontoon to the lake, yet presumably avoid a $2,000 SX Prestige bundle except if my second push travelers truly required warm and cooled seats. Also, that is it. The SX incorporates access to Kia's UVO telematics, which means remote preconditioning, in addition to the full suite of the versatile well-being frameworks, including programmed crisis braking, vulnerable side location and a progressed versatile voyage framework that can deal with unpredictable traffic, yet naturally change speed dependent on the current posted farthest point. That is a ton of vehicle at the $45,330 all-out cost, which incorporates the $1,045 gold charge. To the extent rivalry goes, as referenced over, the Telluride offers more power than either the Subaru Ascent or Honda Pilot, however in AWD trim its joint DPA figure misses the mark regarding the 23 miles per gallon Ascent and the 22 miles per gallon Pilot. Its towing is more prominent than the Pilot, in any case, and, in case you're not very fastidious about materials, its inside is miles in front of either. At long last, there's the up-and-coming Hyundai Palisade, which under the skin is a lot of equivalent to the Telluride. Picking between those two will probably come down to whichever strikes your visual extravagant.